Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to my channel Server Gyan. My name is Dr. Lokendra Singh, and in this video we are going to discuss about AWS auto scaling. So there are a couple of very important topics and things inside AWS auto scaling which we should know in order to face interview properly. If you are going to go for an interview and you have experience, then these are the things which you must know about AWS auto scaling. If you are new to my channel, so please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. First of all, we need to understand that AWS auto scaling group is such a component which comes under EC2 section. So if we scroll this particular down, then we get to know there is a particular feature known as auto scaling. Now auto scaling group has two major components. First of all is launch configuration, and second one is known as auto scaling group. So the very first question could be here, can I create one auto scaling group without creating launch configuration template? So guys, the answer here is no. Why it is so? Until and unless you have one launch configuration or launch template, this particular option, so we shall not be able to create auto scaling group. We will discuss about both, but wait for a while. In the meanwhile, let me walk you through all the things. So first of all, we are going to create a launch configuration template, and after that we will create a launch like auto scaling group. So this is a particular option here. Although I triggered and I clicked on create auto scaling group, but it is asking me to first create a launch configuration template. So as you see it here, that based on your requirement, you can have even one server, you can reach it to maximum number of servers as per requirement, and as and when you see that these servers are increasing, like when number of users are less, so obviously number of resources will be less. When you have high amount of traffic, then obviously like number of users are really high who are accessing your infrastructure, it will scale up. When number of users go down, once again it will come down. When number of users will increase, so once again it will like auto scaling your servers. Now how does it happen? First of all, you have to maintain the like number of servers in this auto scaling group, and it can replace that become unhealthy or impaired. For example, there are like 5 servers and 2 of them are impaired, or these are not like in healthy state. It will remove and it will launch new servers. Moreover, AWS auto scaling group will monitor the metrics of AWS load balancer, and based on that it will obviously perform actions for you. Okay, now let us get started. First of all, we are going to select a particular like machine. So which is going to be this machine? So this machine has to be related to your production ready infrastructure which you want to use for creating new application servers, new web servers, or whatever servers you are going to launch. So this should be production ready AMI, but I'm going to take this particular for demo purpose only, so I'm going to take this one. Now this is the particular type of instances you want to have, so you will select it. Then after this is going to be the name. Let us say Server Gyan, or whatever name you want. These are purchasing options. IAM role if you want to associate any. So let us say I want to associate these servers AWS S3 read only access. These are the advanced option if you want to do anything, like you want to assign public IP, you don't want to assign public IP address, or whatever options you want, you can select here within this advanced option. Okay, now next, add storage. So this is the default storage which comes with the AMI. You can select that, or you can leave it like default, or you can add another storage as well. Then after configuration settings, like about your security group, so you can define a name, maybe Server Gyan ASG, Server Gyan auto scaling group. This is the name which you want to give. So obviously you can define that group name here. You can define description, where from you want to allow, from anywhere I want to allow it, for SSH only. Then over here I'm going to create launch configuration. Guys, see this option here. So all the steps which I used to which I have to perform for launching one instance, I have performed all. But after launching instance, I'm here at review screen, and after that I am given this option, create launch configuration, because right now I am not going to create auto like instance. I'm just going to create one auto scaling group. Okay, so what is going to be this group name? So group name means how this particular will be looking. Server Gyan, maybe web. This particular security group, or this particular auto scaling group, I'm going to create for web applications. This is going to be my VPC. Then these are going to be my default, my subnets, where this auto scaling group will provision the servers. And if you see the advanced details, guys, so advanced detail means like if you want to receive like traffic from a load balancer, and if you want that this is the particular target group where once this particular auto scaling group will be created and the number of servers which I will define under this auto scaling group, so these servers will be created and associated under target section with this target group. Okay. Now health check option, there are two. So either you can have EC2 health check or you can have ELB health check. So guys, if you believe that your load balancer has perfect health checking option enabled, then you need to prefer this one, like ELB health check. Why it is so? For example, sometime it happens that EC2 is working fine, but the particular service which is running inside EC2, that is not performing well, that is that is not healthy. So in that case, auto scaling group will terminate that instance and obviously will create new instances for you. Fine. So this is the option which you need to select here. So this should be based on your application performance and based on your requirements. You can have it from 1 minute to 300 seconds, whatever you want. So let us keep it 1 second only, or 1 minute, or maybe if you want, like you can keep it 120 seconds, 2 minutes, whatever you want. Okay. So now we are going to next configure the scaling policy. So whether I want to have this group at initial size, or I want to scale between 1 to 2, or maybe 1 to 3, whatever I want. Set scale between 1 to 3, it means minimum 1 server will be there, maximum 3. Fine. Now what we are going to do here is, so we want to scale some policies. Like I want that if the CPU utilization, CPU average utilization is more than 30, then it will obviously it will need instance need 120 seconds to warm up. I can set this particular time here. It means whenever server will be created and that will be made available to all load balancer, so it will wait for 120 seconds after creating. Fine. Then we can have multiple scaling policies here. We will discuss in detail how we are going to do that. Then after, if you want, you can set some notification that whenever this auto scaling group will create new servers or will remove existing servers, then for sure you can have some notification enabled whenever any activity will be performed within this group. So you will get a notification. So I'm going to name it like Server Gyan ASG, and after that I'm going to say web. So this is going to be Server Gyan auto scaling group web, and after that I will check whatever things I have configured here. Then after I'll create auto scaling group. So guys, when I'm creating this auto scaling group, so obviously group has been created, and if I want, I can check here some helpful resources you get to get started. So what are there? Like obviously auto scaling user guide, Amazon EC2 user guide, Amazon EC2 discussion forum, how to connect your Linux instance, Windows instance, and what are the about free tier uses. So guys, these are the particular document which AWS recommends you. If you are new, then obviously you should refer these, and if you are experienced, then obviously you can begin with your auto scaling group and all. So there are two options. Like first of all, here is launch configuration view. So whatever we have, we can check out here. Then what next here, we want to check about the activities. This is detail section, what is desired capacity, what is minimum, what is maximum. We are going to discuss this. So 99% people, if they are going to ask you about AWS auto scaling groups, then definitely they will ask you these three options. Fine, we will discuss it. Then after, next option here is activity. So whatever activity is being performed here, so obviously the cause, the description, everything you will get here. That if instance is created, then why it was terminated automatically, or user initiated, or whatever actions happened here. So that will be that will be mentioned here. Okay. Scaling policies. So if we have any scaling policy here, so for sure we will get to know. So this particular target tracking scaling, so execute policy when as required to maintain CPU utilization at 30%. Add or remove instance as required. Instance needs 120 seconds to warm up. Fine. So these are the options here. Now let us say that we want to set a particular load balance policy, which is very, very important, guys. This is really critical. If you have worked within production environment, then you must know at least this thing. Why I'm saying so? Because sometimes it happens, an interviewer can ask you that I have an application load balancer and I want to set such a load balancing. Let us say it's Server Gyan web. Let us say server SGELB, Server Gyan ELB. Fine, I'm going to set it as default. I'm going to select these availability zones. Guys, why I'm creating load balancer, I'm not going to explain a lot about it. If it is required to explain, then obviously I will configure it in, I will describe it in some other options in some other video. So over here, like let us go previous. Let us create new security group because I want to allow it to from anywhere. Okay. Then after, I'll go here, I'll create a new target group, select existing target group. So I have this particular one, ServerGAN web. Fine. So these are the options here, health check options we have. Whatever we want, we can configure it here. Then after, register targets, this instance is already registered here. Then after, review and create load balancer. Okay guys, so what we have done here is we have created this load balancer. Now what we are going to do here is, as we have created one auto scaling group, as you see it here, and we have created a load balancer as we are checking it here. So what we will do here is, so we will check multiple options are available here. Like there is an option like response time, average response time. So like target response time in milliseconds, we can check it here. So guys, what we will have to do here is, we will have to create one alarm here. Fine. And what alarm we are going to create? So first of all, we will create a topic. So there is a particular option as like average active connection count, new connection count, like processed bytes, like consume load balancer capacity unit. So these are the particular options which we have here. So the very first option here is like target response time. For example, if we have 5 servers running under this auto scaling group, and we want that if the load like if the response time of my server goes beyond 500 millisecond or maybe 1000 millisecond, which means 1 second. So in that case, if this particular response time remains for one consecutive period of 5 minutes, fine, or maybe for 1 minute, then what it will do? It will trigger an alarm, and based on this particular alarm, we will consume this alarm in like under auto scaling group. Fine. So what we are going to do here is, so as you see that we have created this alarm here. Now what we will do, we will go to auto scaling group and we will set some auto scaling policy here. Obviously I will discuss some other options as well which are very important. So scaling policy we will have here. We will add another scaling policy. So guys, first of all, like application load balancer request count per target, or when you are going to say like create scaling policy with these tabs, create sample scaling policy. So these are some options here guys. So you can select any one. So what I'm going to do here is, I will like say create a sample scaling policy. So what alarm? Execute policy when? So like application like target response time. This is the particular alarm which I want to trigger. Like it is saying that breaches the alarm threshold target response time greater than 1 for 60 seconds. So we know that what are the values we have kept here. It means we have kept if the particular value of response time goes more than 1 second for 60 consecutive seconds, then for sure it will add one, either we can say capacity unit or like percentage of growth. So we are going to say capacity unit, which is instance, and then it will wait at least for 300 seconds. It means if one new instance is added here, then for sure it is going to wait for next at least 300 seconds to launch next instance. What is the name we are going to get? Whatever the name we are going to give to this policy, like response based scaling. Fine. So this is the particular option which we are going to select here. Now we will hit create. So guys, this thing we have done here, like executing like sample scaling, and we have like target tracking scaling. So these are the particular two policies which we have done. Same thing we can do. We can create other alarms here. We can have another policy here, and based on it we can select like scale in and scale out policy as well. Fine. Okay, so what instances are there? I hope that is clear. If you have any problem there, if you have any issue, then definitely let me know. I'll help you out with that. Okay, this is being terminated because this instance was unhealthy, because the particular monitoring setup which I have done, so based on which like this particular instance is not healthy. We will have to configure that, not a problem, we can do that later on, but obviously it will launch new instance there. Now let us go to monitoring section. So how many instances are there, what is maximum group size, minimum group size, desired capacity, everything you can check out here. How many servers are pending, how many are terminating capacity, everything it will let you know. Fine. Then after we have notification, for sure we added one notification. So what are the particular like actions when what auto scaling group will perform, when to get notification. These are the particular tag. Now guys, there is for one very important thing, so which is scheduled action. So guys, in interview someone can ask you that I want my auto scaling group to be available with some different requirement. Let us say like time based scaling. Time based scaling means I want to say that minimum server should be, let us say, 7, maximum server should be 20, and desired capacity should be, let us say, 10. So this is my capacity, which means I want to do it once, or maybe like every 1 hour, or every week, every day. So I want to set it every day. So what time I want to set? So let us say I want it to be like starting from 19th, and time is going to be this month. Let us say I want that 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. UTC. I want that my auto scaling group should be modified like this, and when it should go down. So I want that on the same day, let us say on 19th, and I want to say at somewhere like 8 p.m. at night and 8:30 in the evening UTC time. So it should be scaled down to previous one option. Fine. So this is how you can set, or you can like set end time. Whenever you will set end time, so obviously it will roll back the changes whatever are done here. Fine. So I can create it here. So let us keep it like 2 instances. Maximum I can set it, let us say 5. Desired capacity is 3. So guys, let us clear one more concept here. What is minimum, maximum and desired capacity? So minimum, it means, let us say we have multiple rules in place which are responsible to scale up or scale down for our auto scaling group. So whatever rule we have, let us say we have set 2 rules only, that if the particular load average on the servers is less than 5, or if the response time of servers is less than 200 milliseconds, then terminate servers. But how many servers can be terminated? So at least minimum number of servers we need to have within our auto scaling group all the times. So this is that value, that if servers are running idle, though even these are the number of servers which will be available all the times. Now let us say if response time is greater than 2 seconds, and that is more than 2 seconds for maybe for 2 hours, maybe for 5 hours, that is remaining due to some problem. So how many maximum servers can this auto scaling group create? Because obviously if we do not have a threshold, then it will keep on launching new servers. Fine. But what is the maximum limit? So maximum limit here is going to be 5. So whether load is more than 2 seconds, response time is more than 2 seconds, load average is higher, more than 100. So this is the maximum limit. Now what is desired? So guys, this is the most confusing desired capacity. What does it mean? It means that whenever you are going to say that at the time of modifying this scaling policy, whatsoever load is there, whether there is high response time, whether there is low response time, high load on server or low load on server, but I want to have at least these many servers at given point of time when I'm going to create this policy. Fine. So irrespective of that, what is response time, what is load average, so every day 7:30 a.m. UTC time for 19th of this particular date, for on 19th, so obviously my capacity of this particular auto scaling group will be this. So at 7:30 a.m. UTC time, obviously my auto scaling group is going to have this much time. So desired capacity will be 3, minimum will be 2, maximum will be 5. And this is the particular name which I have mentioned. This is time based scaling. Fine. In the same way, like there are some other options as well, like resource, like we can have like schedule as cron. So you can have your on syntax maybe every Friday and Saturday, for example 0:23 Monday to Friday. This is how somehow we can configure it. So I'm not going to explain that in detail. Once you have time, so obviously you can explore. If you face any problem, then I will be there to help you with that. Then lifecycle hooks we can have lifecycle hooks. I hope you are well aware of it. If you don't know, then for sure I'll let you know. So these are some lifecycle hooks which can you can integrate some other services with it. So not a problem. We will discuss later on. But right now, what are the things which we want to discuss about this auto scaling group? Let us go to details. So right now we have, these are the details available with this auto scaling group. And if I go back here, if I try to discuss this auto scaling group, so what I'm going to see it here, I'm going to say that these are the details. Fine. Or let me show it here. Like this is my auto scaling group. Now activity history, like waiting for connection draining, obviously once again it will terminate the server. Now scaling policies which we have. So we have just seen that what are the scaling policies here, what is minimum and maximum group size we have, fine. So let us go to details. If I check out here that what are going to be minimum number servers, maximum number servers, I can modify it easily. How I'm going to modify it? I'll go to actions, I'll go to edit, then after these are the options available here. Now what options are here? What, like termination policy, instance protection, suspended process. This is the particular option which I wanted to discuss with you guys. So what are the particular process which you can suspend? Like there is one interview question, guys, that what are the, like how you can suspend one auto scaling group. Suspend means I want that all the servers which are running within auto scaling group, these should be running irrespective of whether the particular servers are in healthy state or in unhealthy state, whatever state of servers are. So that should do nothing with those servers, fine. So what are the options here? Like I can terminate launch process, launching of new instances, like it will not terminate, it will not check health check, then after it will like replace unhealthy instance only, like it will not replace unhealthy instance, replacing unhealthy instance will be like suspended. Then after easy rebalancing, so auto scaling group prefers to have equally instance running in all availability zones, like alarm notification scheduler, add to load balancer. So it will create new instances but it will not add to load balancer. So guys, these are the options which you can have, which you can suspend using this particular option, suspend process. So which are the process which you want to suspend, you can do it here, fine. Now max instances lifetime. So guys, this is very important option. Why it is so? Because sometimes it happens that if our servers are running in our auto scaling group and we do not have this policy set, so sometimes it happens that auto scaling group does not delete the servers if these are running even for months, fine. And as we know, like AWS has very huge infrastructure, so we do not know that on which physical server our instance is going to be created. Sometimes it happens that our servers might be created on such as like instance which is going to go under maintenance or which is going to go retire within AWS data center itself. So at that moment we will have to wait that instance will be terminated or instance will be removed, fine. So what we can do here is, like we can set that maximum span of like 15 days. You can set number of days here. So it's going to be 15, fine. Placement group and default cooldown time, everything you can mention it here. Now instance protection, so everything like termination policy is default, you can define termination policy as well. So what you want, like oldest instance first, or like oldest launch configuration, or closest to next instance are. So these are the options which you can have here. There are multiple options which you can set here, like oldest instance, oldest launch configuration, newest instance, allocation strategy, or oldest launch template. So these are the options which you can have in order to set termination policy enabled, fine guys. So these are the options which I wanted to discuss. Like, so today we have discussed couple of things here, like we have discussed about what is desired capacity, what is minimum capacity, what is maximum capacity, what do these availability zone means, like what are the subnets we have here. Then after, if there is a classic load balancer, we can opt in here, fine. So these are the options available with this auto scaling group. So guys, I hope this has been informative, and if you are new to my channel, so please do like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to share with your friends who are looking for AWS trainings and other stuff on the top of AWS DevOps, CCNA, Linux and other components, fine. So please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. If you have any question, do write in comment box. I shall be happy to assist you on that. Thank you very much. Have a good time. Happy learning.